has the legitimacy to be able to pull off the W.
All right, well, let's see if they can get that W as we head into Game 2 of the finals for the second week of the split between Team Solomid and Cloud9. Let's throw it on over to Forecourt Jester and Tasty Bacon now.
TSM dressing up in their best skins, going trick-or-treating. That's a fearsome-looking Lance. We got, of course, the Halloween skin there on our pedal. And they're going to be looking for a win here, Bacon.
They absolutely are. Well, and Cloud9 is going to be searching for one as well, wanting to get that second point out of the finals. Again, the more points you can get, the better your chances in the third and final week of locking up a berth at Worlds. And already an early fight in the jungle, 1-for-1, make that a 2-for-1. Can Von C trade this out?
It's going to be a tough sell. I think Gabe Bizzle and Joseph are not exactly tanky guys yet, so TSM, they will at least not get ace, but unfortunately they can't bring home that third kill. Not yet. Are they going to go? Yeah, he's going to go right over the wall, but Von C finally picks it up. It looks like the Munions changed out the turret for him.
And the Munions doing some work there for Von C, allowing this to be a 2-for-2 trade. At least to start things off. We'll see. He is going to be taking this, Treant. Does go over to him. And potentially the final game of the week here in the Evil 8. It's going to be Hardek on the Celeste in the lane against Best Chuck's Fox. Be curious to see if it is a weapon or a crystal pedal.
So far, he's actually put two to the blades as well as a bit in his inventory. He was the only one to survive through that last fight, picking up both the kills as well. So a little bit of a bump to his cash. Best Chuck not, rocking that Gwen, and if it is going to be that crystal Lux between crystal.
He only has one of them out at the moment, planting those seeds, and will be stealing away the Treant. Because the trade early on went even, that means the gold.
Crystal, not a problem. Joseph, which way will Joseph go on this? We've seen some more offensive Black Feathers first with Serpent Masks. We've seen no Serpent Mask variants. We've seen Shiver Steals. And I mean, amongst all of these, there's really just up to him to kind of figure out what order he wants them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it does look like it will be the weapon power pedal. And the difference between the crystal power pedal and the weapon power pedal is just where the actual damage is coming from. On crystal power pedal, the majority of it is actually the Munions themselves. Weapon power pedal, it's the attacks coming out of pedal, with the Munions just kind of being supplemental. The weapon power path, it does work a little bit better against a team that can clear out the Munions very quickly, such as Finn and Celeste, because you're not reliant on them. Like, if you're going for the crystal pedal, if your Munions go down, you're essentially useless. Whereas with the weapon power, you can still have that bit of effect just because of your basic attacks.
And I think we have solidified into that weapon pedal, so we'll have to see. The rest of the build path, Fonzie has gone into the 6th sense, and he has the attack speed there as well. Gold mines, not actually touched. The minion mines that are going in for both sides. Best Chuck in lane 39 to the 37. Arctic on the Celeste has not really found any inroads since the first skirmish.
Yeah, not really.
Cool game here from NA, but we did get to see a little bit more of the breadth of the heroes here in competitive.
Yeah, absolutely. It's again, there's Fuji, especially kind of laying down the questioning of their motivation behind the picks. but only the players know that until we can get a chance to sit down with them one-on-one and talk to them about it. And so, for now, we just gotta try to see if they can make it work.
Flash X going to go forward there on that lance, but he only does hit Gabe Visit with that impale. Vonsi just trying to keep some distance between him and the teammates, but the Munion's doing work. Is that enough for a kill on Joseph? Gonna side. That's a great quibble coming down, and Chuck is just on his last legs. Joseph, not level 6, has no Rose offensive to follow, and with that stun up there from Flash, he will be the one to go down, as he cannot bring Cloud9 to their knees.
That is a 2-kill trade for Cloud9, 2 for 0 in their favor. And they got to be happy with that, able to get a slight bit of advantage, but nothing coming of it, as they are just going to be taking their own jungle. Vonsi did escape and get out to his own side of the map as well. And looking at the build, it looks like he may just end up running the Breaking Point double monocle. It does seem to be Vonsi's favorite build for any hero at the moment. I think other than Jewel, I think he's run it on pretty much every hero that he has played in the past couple of weeks.
Sonic Zoom's going to keep Best Chuck alive, at least for now, but we do got level 6 there on Joseph and the Solar Storm to cleave through. That is going to be a dead Chuck for now. Vonsi is there with Flash, just trying to put up that front line, just keep these guys at bay and keep them off the turret, but Arda, Gabe, and Joseph all about 50% or lower. Vonsi's still very healthy, and the Roots, that's the combo they needed. Hardik is going to be the one to drop here. Flash X and Vonsi, they get split damage, but it is Joseph to clean up Petal. And Gabe Vissel's trying to keep Flash X here in range.
Yeah, the Polite Company will pull him back. Doesn't have the energy for a quibble, but I Love Joseph is going to be able to chase this one. Again, while Lance is one of the easiest heroes to escape with, Black Feather is one of the easiest heroes to chase with.
There's a lot of stick-to-itiveness on that pick, so Joseph will eventually get the 3 kills. 7 and 3 as Cloud9 still in the lead of this one. Game number 2 as TSM is down by a game. The gold, however, hasn't really tipped either way.
It is still very even as far as that gold outcome is concerned, but with the kills going the way of Cloud9, that's going to be giving them a lot of confidence going forward in this game. If they can just continue to find these fights and pick up these kills before Best Chuck and Vonsi get too far into the late game, maybe just end up with a somewhat repeat performance of game number 1, where they get the lead and manage to snowball it.
Yeah, the snowball hasn't really started yet, but the first little few pushes are the hardest ones to get going, Bacon. And again, even after all that clear in lane, it's still pretty even here on the gold. So Vonsi is here, and he's going to get hooked in. Yeah, just come on over for dinner. That's going to be just the combo cleaving through. That is a very dead Petal right there. And Flash X now just trying to keep Cloud9 at bay. Best Chuck untouched, down to half energy, but are they going to leave and look for this gold mine? Because Cloud9 has started it up.
Yeah, that is exactly what they're doing, and doesn't look like TSM are going to really get down here in time to check. The flare goes out just in time to see the gold mine get captured.
I'm not exactly feeling good about that one. I gotta deal with the device issues there, so it's all yours.
Alright, well, right now in the lane, Best Chuck and Nate taking a lot of damage courtesy of Joseph, but not really going to be enough to commit to a fight that close to the turret. However, Hardik coming back in, not going to get stuck by that impale, is going to be able to get out of here, but farming up quite well, has no energy, so is going to be recalling, but 80 CS to the 93 of Best Chuck. Best Chuck doing a great job on the Vox. Meanwhile in the jungle, 55 to 43 for Vonsi. That's, again, another reason why the gold is so close, despite all these kills and the gold mine going over to Cloud9.
Like, Cloud9 is actually farming kills, whereas TSM is really putting a lot more emphasis on farming out the minions. And that weapon Petal, I'm just still waiting for it to kick in. I'm waiting for it to impress me here, Bacon.
Yeah, well, we'll see if we have to wait until the Tyrant's Monocle start coming out. That first Accord impressed me.
Yeah, the level 8 was there as well. The Solar Storm to go through. Best Chuck is gonna fall. Same here with Von C. The only one that went rolling to safety there is Flash X, but now he's trying to put himself back into the fire pit, and he is going to be dancing around. He's taking a lot of the damage. That means that the turret isn't. He's going to try to keep Cloud9 again, just as far away from this turret as he can.
Yeah, the minions are going to go down though, and now Cloud9 can push in again onto this turret. Flash X very low. Needs to be careful if he wants to try and stick around. But he did his job successfully. Keeps the turret alive and actually quite healthy.
Gabe Vizzo and these hooks. It's hooks into Quibble. He's level 80. Has the stun there now as well. And even if he didn't, it's going to be the core collapse from Hardik. And so far, every single Solar Storm has yielded a kill. It has gone right through, and it's either the death blow itself or it's just one more shot after. Hardik is sitting at 5, 2, and 1 of the 10 kills.
Yeah, that's definitely a good KDA to have on the Celeste. Gabe Bizzle 2, 0, and 8. He actually even mentioned in the chat between games, he feels a little bit like Shin Kaigen from back in the VIPL2, coming in off the bench and subbing in as a roamer, helping the team get to their goals. And well, if he can pull off the victory here with the rest of Cloud9, they very well might end up with that world first.
We should ask Fuji how many VIPLs that was a ghost. Yeah, that's the denomination. But another 3-man hook. It's all right. It's all about the Cloud9 Pain Zeppelin just floating on over. And, well, Flash, they're coming in for a landing, dude. And you right now are the runway.
Yeah, Flash X going to be rolling into the base. But the follow from he's just trying to delay the kill to prevent the ace, and he does so successfully.
Yeah, good on him. He will drop now, or Joseph could actually just technically leave him there. Nope, he's just going to commit Sudoku. And that will be hero killed, but turret down, and we still got the positioning here in the mid fake, and Cloud9 is taking as much jungle farm as they can.
Can't wait for people to notice that one, but right now, with that kill going over, it's going to buy them some time, to get to be a little bit confident, knowing that there is no roamer on the fold. The gold, like you mentioned, starting to grow in favor of Cloud9. Best Chuck and Von C looking to see if they can make something happen. As I Love Joseph is rejoining the fray, only going to be a few seconds ahead of Flash X, which is kind of surprising considering one of them went down and had to wait to respawn, while the other one was just going shopping and then clearing out the jungle. So everyone,
jungle clearing can take up more time than you think.
Well, it shouldn't this far into the game. Either way, I Love Joseph going to be jumping right back in on the Best Chuck.
Oh, Gabe, I saw that wind up, and I was really curious to see if it would be another 3-man hook, but Joseph in the Solar Storm, I feel like that should be a great Broadway show. It's starring dead members of TSM as Flash is once more on the run. Are we hitting the quibble? It's not quite meant to be, but Hardik and a Helio. Maybe? No, Joseph? No, somebody there.
He was too low on energy to throw it out when he wanted to, but they do end up getting the ace in the end, and unfortunately they won't be healing up as a result because of those turret shots, but they are still going to be taking down this tier 2 turret.
And just so far, it's ace, it's kills, it's turrets and turrets. 2 down already, 13 minutes in. Not quite the best of the timings that we saw earlier on, about the 10-minute mark, but it is still a fantastic spot for Cloud9 to be in.
Absolutely, and Best Chuck, he's going to be coming in. Could find some damage onto I Love Joseph, but he's healing up enough. Has the breaking point now. This is going to get even scarier for the side of Team Solo Mid now, with that damage ramping up throughout these fights. And, well, 2 turrets down, a full gold mine. Kraken will be up in about 30 seconds. I'm curious to see if they do try and go for that objective, or if they just wait until Kraken spawns and let her have herself a full gold payout.
Yeah, rather surprised there's not more emphasis on the gold mine. If a fight happens, I think Cloud9 has the confidence as well as the gold lead of 6,000. Really to back them up on this one. The hook is going to go wide. That's going to be the silence on top of Hardik, but Joseph is tanking it all like a champ, and that's just going to be a very dead box. The Githian, and there's the Solar. A little bit of it clipped there. Von C, most of it on top of Flash, but Von C's not even going to get the chance to trampoline over the wall.
And they're not even going to bother trying to take down that turret just yet. Kraken has spawned, and that seems to be exactly where Cloud9 is going.
Alright, not quite the gold mine, but a Kraken could really just put the last nail in the coffin here for this Halloween broadcast. And again, it's TSM, they went trick-or-treating, but they're getting denied. Cloud9 run a tough bargain on Candy Bird.
Yeah, knocking on the door, but the front porch light is off. As Flash X going to be trying to interrupt this. They do at least delay the Kraken. I Love Joseph fairly low, but is just going to be able to recall, and Cloud9 going to look to just reset and maybe try and look for a different fight.
Alright, so Vonsi might be 2-7, but he's Vonsi, right? Weapon pedal might not be common, but a lot of people have faith in it, and he does have the 2 items. He's looking for that second monocle. Might actually have enough here. It's going to be close. Now he just goes for the infusion instead. Is this his time to shine, Bacon? Is this the damage he needs to get some results?
I just don't know. I feel like when you use... Yes, this build is very strong, especially as the game gets late, but on a hero that it isn't necessarily, quote-unquote meant to be done on, you kind of have to have a bit of a lead for it to work. Right now, I Love Joseph, though, if they can catch someone out of position, Best Chuck getting pulled over, and that should give I Love Joseph enough time to get out of here. Now they're jumping onto Hardek. However, Best Chuck's very, very low.
This is all split. It's all over the place. I mean, you got Gabe Fizzle with the hook on one of them, TSM trying to maybe land somebody else. Instead, they just give up Chuck. It's going to say, Cloud9, you can't choke here. You got to just tighten this all up, guys. And they do. They take down Best Chuck. Vonsi's on the retreat. Flash X once more, just serving his team well by becoming that distraction. And he is going to die for his trouble. But I don't think, even with those tier 3 boots, Hardek will find the kill on Vonsi.
And not going to be able, or unless Vonsi stops in the lane. And now Hardek does have the angle on him. But Vonsi,
does he know,
this
though?
brush, don't know if he does. Well, he certainly does
Trampoline
now.
attack! Or not. Okay,
Trampoline
just take
at all.
Helios.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, why would you come out of the bush otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the trampoline would have been at least try and get some damage down. Trampoline obviously increasing your weapon power by a percentage. But Kraken is going to be going over to Cloud9 after they got those 2 kills. And that's going to be an Unleashed Kraken 20-3. Cloud9 on the kills and 7,000 up on the gold. They have complete control in this game.
I mean, ever since my first tournament, which was December last year with Von Menace and Von C, I became a big fan of this guy. I was really hoping that the trampoline attack from the bush was the way to go, but I'm a little disappointed here, Bacon.
Well, here comes I Love Joseph jumping on into the backlines. They're targeting Best Chuck.
I'm not entirely too sure that they could have done that a little bit worse. Hardek got a great Solar Storm cleaving right through, and he does actually set up the kill for 2, or at least for 1, just Von C. They lose out 2, and TSM showing a little bit of resilience right there. Flash X here with Chuck. They're only up against Gabe Fizzle, but it's like mama and daughter here. Well, mama and son. Gabe Fizzle, Finn's a man, right?
Yes, Finn is male.
But he's done, though. He's done trick-or-treating with mama. He's going to go off somewhere else.
Yeah, he was just trying to delay a little bit, allow Kraken a couple more seconds to hit on that turret, but turret's going to go down. That is the 3rd and final lane turret, breaking open the base, and now it's not going to be able to take down this crystal turret. We'll get at least a couple shots in.
Yeah, it'll do some damage, but it won't take it down. Yeah, I do agree with that one. Finn is, what is
Solar Storm, just to add on.
Woo! Wait, what, it didn't change anything, so okay. It's
No,
just going to be a
Solar Storm
cooldown,
hit the turret.
but it didn't change the outcome.
It did a little bit extra damage to the turret, that's all it did.
Turret still stands.
Yeah, but it has a little bit less health now.
Well, all they paid for it was a 45-ish second cooldown, maybe 50. Gabe, though, has been busy, just been putting down all these scout traps, looking to see what kind of trick-or-treaters he can catch with them, but those pumpkins, I mean, they're just sort of laughing at the state of this game. 21-5 is TSM getting all the way to the finals. He's getting stomped right now.
Absolutely, but they're starting to maybe turn this one around. They're getting some good fights off. I Love Joseph and Hardek going to be trying to find the damage here.
8 seconds. Don't have that solar storm. That's been an integral part of all this one. Von C trying to go mano-a-mano there with Hardik, but can't really deal with that Prosper. Trampoline attack, he goes in. Hardik throws it out, and that is a very dead Von C. I'm going to become a disciple of Hardik now.
Well, I Love Joseph is also still hanging in there along with Best Chuck. They find that kill. Flash X, the only member alive, he's going to get stunned up, and he's going to eventually go down. And do his best to make this last as long as possible, but it's not going to last very long at all. An ace for Cloud9. We'll see how much they can get done. Can they even finish this one off, perhaps? Von C will be the first one up, but this is a lot of haste buff animated pinatas coming into the base.
Yeah, and they're just full of all of those gold coins, and nobody here's to pick them up. None of them even going to drop. Well, they might drop now with that second explosion, but it doesn't matter. It's all about getting into that crystal. Gotta look for those razor blades in the apples, but the crystal will be Cloud9, my friends. And this has been one heck of a final.
Absolutely, and well, not too sure what's happened in the third place game, but that is going to obviously factor a lot into the standings from the end of this week. But I'm sure our analysts back at the desk have all that information for you to when they wrap this one up.
They did mention it, but I was more mesmerized by the cauldron and the Kappa that they had
Gangstars took it 2-0 in the third place game. So
you just had to believe in yourself, Bacon. You knew it all along.
Well, this does mean that Cloud9 and Gangstars, there's 1 point separating them going into the final week of Evil 8 before Worlds.
I was going to tell these guys, thanks guys for the game. It was super competitive and awesome, and I really appreciate the opportunities to cast. But that being said, Bacon, we did double duty this weekend. It was an absolute pleasure. Always good to hang out with you guys. And that's going to be a wrap. So, see you next week for week 3. I'm sure all the numbers will work out, and have yourselves a very happy Halloween.